Homage to the Blessed One. I take refuge in the Supreme Buddha forever. Homage to the Sublime Dhamma. I take refuge in the Supreme Dhamma forever. Homage to the Supreme Sangha. I take refuge in the Supreme Sangha forever. Homage to the Triple Gem. I take refuge in the Triple Gem forever. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Our homage to the Supreme Teacher, the noble friend, my Guru Bhante ji, who gave me this noble Dhamma, my great teacher, Lokuswamin Mahanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear meritorious friends, today we hope to discuss about Metta. That means Maitri, loving kindness. Normally, when you live in the society, you can see all of the people, we'll say most of the people in the society are in angry. They are with anger. They can't, imagine, think, take decision wisely when you are in angry. So, dear meritorious friends, it is a great thing. It is a good thing that if we can reduce the anger arises in our mind. The reason is when we are angry, we can't take wise decisions. Angry makes many troubles. Angry creates a lot of troubles in our day-to-day lives. According to Supreme Buddha, Buddha explains how anger creates many troubles in our lives, right? Buddha says in his discourses, be kind always, as anger makes many troubles. Talking about the unwholesome things, we have three main unwholesome things. The first one is lust. The second one is anger. The third one is delusion. Supreme Buddha says in his discourses, if someone is able to root out anger permanently from his mind, he will be a non-returner. He will be a non-returner, and after the death, directly will be going to the Suddhavasa Brahma worlds. And he will attain Nibbana in that Brahma world without coming to the worlds. And that will be his last birth in Brahma world. So, every day until becoming a non-returner, right? Until becoming a non-returner, we are having anger in our mind, even a little. So, if we can try to reduce little by little the anger in our mind, we will be able to root that anger out in the future. That means if we can root out the anger from our mind, we will be able to go to the Brahma world, having a birth there, And also, if you are able to root out the anger permanently from the mind, this time practicing loving kindness, Supreme Buddha says, then you won't come back to the karma world. Directly you will be going to the Brahma world, which is called the Suddhavasa Brahma world. Only the non-returners are having birth there. And they won't come back to the human world, even the divine world. They will be having one birth there and they will be passing away, having fully enlightenment. So when we talk about the three things which is arising in our mind, the delusion, anger, and lust. So then Supreme Buddha says, if somebody is in a position to root out anger permanently from the mind, definitely he will be a non-returner and will not be coming back to the human world, Deva world, and any other world. So, dear meritorious friends, it is a great thing that if we can root out the anger arises in our mind. Normally, when you see in our day-to-day lives these days, even we listen to the radio, even we watch televisions, even we scroll through the mobile phone, everything arises to ourselves, everything comes to ourselves, are making us angry, right? When I was in India, I have seen lot of vehicles are damaged. They are, most of the people met with an accidents and then they haven't even sometimes made this again. There are a lot of things. Why these things are happening? Because, anger arises in our mind. Talking about films, teledramas, we see they are in anger. Always they show something with anger. So that is why Supreme Buddha said, Nahi verena verani sammanti the kudachanam averena cha sammanti esa dhammo sanattano. That means by hatred we can't root out the hatred. We can't root out hatred using the hatred. We can root out the hatred. We can't stop arising hatred only by doing loving kindness. That is an eternal law according to Supreme Buddha. So, dear meritorious friends, all of the people in the world, all of the being in the world are facing a big problem. That is the anger, right? Even you are also having the same problem. Sometimes son came late. Your husband comes late home. Sometimes you can't do the things as you wish. You can't go to the place according to the time, right? According to your plan, according to your timetable. Whenever you have something that you don't like, the anger arises in our mind. So, dear meritorious friends, for this, what we have to understand is if we have something, we'll say a picture, a sound, whatever the things comes to ourselves, right, which makes ourselves angry. And if we are thinking in a wrong way, right, about that, then naturally anger arises in our mind. We say in Pali, patiga nimitta, right? Something angry something comes to our mind, something comes to in front of ourselves, which makes ourselves angry. That is we called patiga nimitta, right? It may be a picture, it may be a sound, it may be a smell, it may be a taste, whatever the thing comes in front of us, it is called patiga nimitta. That means the thing which makes ourselves angry. And also at that time, if we think in a wrong way, unwisely, then angry arises. Supreme Buddha said we can't stop those things coming to ourselves in day-to-day lives when we are living with people and all. Those things, the patiganimitta, those things comes to ourselves. But what we can do is we can stop thinking unwisely. We can think wisely. This anger is harmful to me. This anger is harmful to others. This anger is harmful to everybody. So then, no need to let anger arises in myself. So thinking like that, you should do this thing. What? Without looking at the patiga nimitta, we have to have a maitri nimitta. We have to have a thought or a kind of a thing in front of ourselves which consists, which has metta, right? So what we have to do is we have to have loving kindness in ourselves. We have to think according to loving kindness. We'll say somebody is blaming to yourself. Somebody is in front of yourself. He is blaming yourself. At that time, without thinking unwisely, he is blaming me. I should blame him, or else he will be blaming every day. I should stop this. Without thinking like that unwisely, you have to think like this. Think, if I become angry by this time, it is harmful to me. It is harmful to them. And also, it is harmful to all of us. So, at this time, Supreme Buddha told me not to be angry, but to make loving kindness in myself and think wisely. So, what I should do is now I should think wisely, and also I should try to develop loving kindness in myself. So, when some kind of a situation comes like that, you have to think like this. How do you think? You have to think, may I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I be free from mental suffering. May I have the happiness. May I have the supreme liberation. First, you do loving kindness to yourself, and then you spread it to the people very close to yourself and to the people far away little by little, right? So, what you have to do is just try to have loving kindness to yourself and then to the nearer ones like this. The You have to start like this. May I be free from anger. That is the first thing that you have to do. Then, second, may all the beings in this room be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from physical suffering, be free from mental suffering, have the happiness, have the supreme liberation. When you think like this, the anger in your mind will disappear for that moment. So when you do it about 30 minutes at a stretch, so then during that 30 minutes, anger will not arise in yourself. So if you can maintain it to 2 hours, 3 hours a day, 1 week, so then the anger will not arise in yourself. There won't be a place, there won't be a room for anger in your mind. When you practice this every day, first start in 5 minutes, second day 10 minutes, after that 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You increase the time little by little. You practice daily, you do this daily, and then you will be able to have many benefits, right? So every day we are having a trouble, we are facing a big trouble, that is anger. We face many troubles because of anger. Sometimes we lose friendships. Sometimes we lose friendships. Sometimes we have to have many troubles. Sometimes we have to say goodbye to our best friends. Sometimes people will die because of anger, right? Sometimes because of anger, when we do unwholesome activities, unwholesome actions, we have to go to a lower world, next lives, right? And also there are so many things, lot of bad effects of anger. So dear meritorious friends, as devotees of Supreme Buddha taught us not to be angry, but to develop loving kindness in ourselves. There may be a lot of troubles. Sometimes every day you get angry. Sometimes people will come and make you angry. That is the nature of the world. Sometimes, when you talk about your family problems, when you talk about your problems in the office, when you go to the office, when you go to the town, people will make you angry. But keep this in your mind. Nobody can make you angry. The reason is that you are the person who should get angry, right? No, your mother can't make you angry, your father can't make you angry, nobody in the society make you angry. What happen is, when you think unwisely, when you think in a wrong way, and also when the uh, thing which makes anger in yourself is in front of you, naturally the anger arises. What you have to do is think wisely and also develop loving kindness in yourself at that moment. When you think wisely and develop loving kindness in yourself, then the anger will vanish for that moment. If you practice this much more, then there will be a day when the person becomes a non-returner, the anger will be rooted out perfectly, permanently. But it is a position, it is a thing which we have to achieve by working by working very hard, right? We have to develop jhana, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, like that, to go to that level. But you have to start from the beginning. saying, may I be free from anger, may I be free from ill will. So if you practice this daily, right, just try. First time, 5 minutes, morning 5 minutes, evening 5 minutes. Then little by little, you have some kind of a likeness, right? Fondness to do meditation, and just go ahead doing practicing. And then little by little, you will be fond of doing meditation. And then the time will be half an hour, the time will be 1 hour. Then you will be having a lot of benefits. Then you will be fond of doing it over and over, right? So today I'm going to talk about the benefits also you are getting by doing loving kindness meditation. In Mettani Sansa Sutta, that means in the discourse which Supreme Buddha explains the benefits which we can have by doing loving kindness meditation, we have Supreme Buddha has taught there are 11 benefits. The first benefit is you can sleep happily, right? That means you can have a happy sleep. So normally when we talk about the people, most of the people are not having a happy sleep, right? They turn this way, that way in the bed to have a sleep. They try hard to have a sleep. Sometimes they do a lot of things to have a nice sleep. Sometimes they go to the shop and get so good mattresses. They bring some pillows to have a good sleep, but those are not the ways and means to have a good sleep. Supreme Buddha says, if you do loving kindness meditation, you will be having a nice sleep, right? So, the first benefit of loving kindness meditation is the person who is doing loving kindness meditation will be having a nice sleep. So, if you are wishing to have a nice sleep, so what you have to do? You have to have loving kindness meditation. You have to practice loving kindness meditation. So, those who are doing and practicing loving kindness meditation a little by little and then make it more, right? So, after a few months, after few days, you will be able to have a nice sleep. So, with an idea to have these benefits, you can have a time to do meditation. So, when you listen these things, when you hear about the benefits, definitely you will do this meditation, right? The first benefit is you will be having a nice sleep. The second benefit is you will be having a happy wake up, a nice wake up. That means, you don't need to make your body stretch, and you don't need to, cry saying, give me 5 minutes, give me 10 minutes, I'll wake up in 10 minutes, right? No need of doing those things, When you do loving kindness meditation more and more, definitely you will be able to have a nice wake up. Nice wake up in the sense you will not have troubles. You think tomorrow morning for 30 I am getting up. So when you want to get up, then it will be for 30 and no troubles at all, no heart, no body pains, no nothing. Everything is okay. You wake up very happily. So if you want to have a nice wake up, so then you have to practice loving kindness meditation. So then the second benefit is you will be having a nice wake up if you are practicing loving kindness meditation more and more. And then the third one is you won't have bad dreams. Normally, so many people are screaming at night, shouting at night because they have seen some bad dreams. They have seen some bad dreams terrible dreams, and then they become afraid and shout, right? The reason is they are not practicing loving kindness meditation. If you practice loving kindness meditation, dear meritorious friends, you won't have bad dreams. If you want to experience this, just try doing loving kindness meditation. We'll say you have no happy sleep, then practice loving kindness meditation. You have no uh, happy wake up, nice wake up, practice loving kindness meditation. You will be definitely having a nice wake up, nice sleep. If you are having some trouble seeing some bad dreams, maybe your relative, maybe your son, maybe your daughter screaming at night, ask them to do loving kindness meditation. By the passing of time, depending on how much they are practicing, they are doing, by how much they are doing, the results will be there. After 2-3 weeks, they won't see bad dreams. So, the third benefit of loving kindness meditation is no bad dreams. You will see dreams, right? No matter at all, but you won't have bad dreams. That is the third benefit of loving kindness meditation. The fourth benefit is you will be loved by humans. When you do loving kindness meditation, then uh, it brings you a benefit. It is you will be loved by humans. We'll say in the office, nobody likes you. At home, everybody rejects yourself. The fourth benefit is, you will be loved by humans. When you talk about day-to-day life, normally people hate yourself. Your parents, your children, your friends sometimes don't like yourself. The reason is you are not doing loving kindness meditation. Just practice loving kindness meditation. Don't blame them. Don't say that you are not loving me, you are not liking me. But instead of telling them those things, just go ahead practicing loving kindness meditation. And then by the passing of time, after 2-3 weeks, you will be loved by the people. Everybody will come to yourself. Everybody will appreciate yourself. Everybody want to associate yourself. Everybody is fond of associating yourself. The reason is you are practicing loving kindness meditation. This is said by the Buddha, right? Then the fourth benefit is you will be loved by the humans, right? The fifth benefit is you will be we know that there are devils, demons, ghosts, and all, right? And they come to ourselves and try to harm ourselves, try to disturb ourselves. So, if you do loving kindness meditation again and again, more and more, right? Then you won't be you won't be in a trouble from devils, demons, and ghosts. The reason is, as you are doing loving kindness meditation, you will be loved by the ghost, the demons, the devils. They won't harm yourself. They will harm some people, but they won't harm yourself as you are not doing loving kindness meditation. We'll say you are having troubles. At night, somebody is coming to yourself who is invisible and trying to, stretch your throat, right? Trying to kill you, trying to make yourself, afraid. The reason is you are not doing loving kindness meditation. What you have to do is just try to do loving kindness meditation. After 2-3 weeks, those non-humans, right, will love yourself. You will be loved by non-humans, right? That is the fifth benefit. And the sixth benefit is you will be loved by the gods, deities, right? Devas. That means if you are doing loving kindness meditation every day and practicing loving kindness meditation, the gods in the heaven will love yourself. You will be loved by the gods. And then when you say something to them, when you pray them, please help me, they will hear your sound. They will come and help yourself as you are loved by them. They love to associate you. They love to help yourself. They love to have the merits that you are sharing by doing loving kindness meditation. So, if you do loving kindness meditation, you can have the attraction from the devas. They will love yourself. They will protect yourself. They will definitely help yourself when you need a help. Not every day they will come, not every moment they will come, but whenever you want help, if you say them, I need help, please help me, they will hear your voice and they will come to yourself and help yourself, right? Now we have spoken about, we have discussed about six benefits, right? The first one is when you do loving kindness meditation, you will be having a nice sleep. The second one is you will be having a nice wake up. The third one is you won't have bad dreams. The fourth one is you will be loved by humans. The fifth one is you will be loved by non-humans. And the sixth one, you will be loved by devas, divine beings. And then Supreme Buddha says the seventh benefit is you won't have harm from poison, fire, water, weapons, right? When you are using, arms, weapons, those things won't harm yourself. The poison will not harm yourself. The fire will not harm yourself. In the Buddha's time, there was a lady called Uttara. She was a wife of a merchant and she wanted to give alms to Supreme Buddha. And when she wants to do some kind of a alms giving to Supreme Buddha, she said, I have, I need 2 weeks for alms giving to get ready and all these things. So then for these 2 weeks, I will be taking another wife to yourself. I will be giving a chance to have another wife, and you be with that wife and let me give alms to the Buddha. So then the husband said, okay. And then she was working hard for the alms giving and all. That day she was cooking something with boiling oil. And the lady who came for 2 weeks thinking that if I kill that lady, I can be the wife of this person forever. And she came down and tried to take that, took that boiling oil pot and pour it to the lady's, the girl's body. You know what happened? As she was doing loving kindness meditation for a long time, that boiling water couldn't burn herself even a little. It poured like cool water, right? So, what is the reason? The fire won't damage the people who are doing loving kindness meditation. If you are doing loving kindness meditation, fire will not harm yourself, and the poison weapons will not harm yourself. So, see, imagine how much important, right, is doing loving kindness meditation. It is a great thing if you can practice loving kindness meditation. And that is the seventh benefit that we can have practicing loving kindness meditation. And the eighth one is, you know, when we are doing meditation, we are having a big trouble. That means we can't make our mind concentrate. Everybody says, Bhante, I'm doing meditation, but I can't keep my mind in one place. When the people are studying, the students, and they say, Bhante, we can't make our mind in one position. We can't be mindful. We can't concentrate our mind. Now, when we talk about the eight benefits, Supreme Buddha explains if you do loving kindness meditation again and again, if you practice loving kindness meditation more and more, as a benefit, you will be having a chance to have a concentrated mind. That means you can concentrate your mind very quickly when you are doing loving kindness meditation. So, if you are doing meditation, right, if you want to make yourself, your mind concentrated, if you want to be mindful every moment, right, what you have to do is start practicing loving kindness meditation. When you practice loving kindness meditation, as a result of that, you will be having a quick concentration in your mind. When you go to do meditation, when you sit down, as soon as you close your eyes, your mind will be concentrated as you are practicing loving kindness meditation. It is a benefit of loving kindness meditation. That is the eighth benefit, right? And when we talk about the ninth one, most of the ladies will be fond of hearing this. Supreme Buddha explains the faces of the people who are doing loving kindness meditation will be beautiful. You will be having a beautiful face, right? Very fair face when you do, when you practicing loving kindness meditation. It is a result of practicing loving kindness meditation. So then guess, there are people who are ugly and who are very beautiful in the world. What is the reason for that? Why people are ugly? Why people are beautiful? The beautiful means they are beautiful as they have practiced loving kindness meditation before these lives. In previous lives, they have practiced loving kindness meditation. That is why they are beautiful. When we talk about ugly people, the reason is that they haven't practiced loving kindness meditation. That is why they are ugly. Now you go to the mirror after the discourse and see whether I am beautiful or ugly and have a decision. I haven't done loving kindness meditation. That is why I am ugly. I have done loving kindness meditation in previous lives. That is why I am beautiful, right? And when you see a lady or a man who is very beautiful, right? Imagine she has done loving kindness meditation. That is why she is beautiful. If you see somebody ugly and then think, according to Supreme Buddha, she hasn't done loving kindness meditation. That is why she is ugly, right? So that is we called thinking according to the Dhamma. Don't be jealous looking at the beautiful ones. Don't be, don't blame the ugly ones, but think according to the Supreme Buddha. You are beautiful as you have practiced loving kindness meditation. You are ugly as you have not practiced loving kindness meditation. If I am not practicing loving kindness meditation, this time as well as next times, I will be ugly. If I am practicing loving kindness meditation, this time and also next lives, I will be beautiful. So if you want to be beautiful, no need of having and buying creams, but you can practice meditation and become beautiful, right? This is Supreme Buddha's discourse, right? And then the 10th one is, the 10th benefit is, you will die without being confused. You will be having a happy death. You won't be confused, right? When you die. you will be dying mindfully. So if you want to have a death which is not confused, right, which is mindful, practice loving kindness meditation until the death. Every morning, every evening, every moment as you can practice. No matter the place, right? What matters is if you feel like doing the meditation, go ahead practicing the meditation. We'll say you are going by bus, 1 hour journey, sit down on the seat and keep your hands on your hip and close your eyes and just practice loving kindness meditation. And you have a mobile phone and record the loving kindness meditation in your language and put the earbuds in your ears and then start doing meditation. 1 hour journey, 1 hour meditation, then the benefits will be yourself, will be with yourself, right? So then you won't die being unconfused. You won't die being confused, right? You will be dying mindfully. That is a benefit of loving kindness meditation. Now, I have spoken about and I have discussed about 10 benefits out of 11. These 10 benefits can be experienced in this life. Having a nice sleep, nice wake up, no bad dreams. You will be loved by humans. You will be loved by non-humans. You will be loved by divine beings. And also, your mind will be concentrated. Poison, fire, and weapons won't harm yourself. And then your mind will be concentrated very soon, right? And then you will die mindfully. Your face becomes beautiful. These things can be achieved in this very life when you practice loving kindness meditation. So then the 11th one that will come after the death will say, if you are not in a position to be an arahant, right? We'll say you practice loving kindness meditation again and again, more and more daily, right? So then Buddha says, if you are practicing and having jhanas, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, in loving kindness meditation, so then Supreme Buddha says, you will not having a birth, will be born in the Brahma world. If you are not in a position to become an arahant, right? That means it says you won't be a non-returner if you practice loving kindness meditation again and again, more and more. So practice loving kindness meditation daily. First, start with 5 minutes, then 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour. It is up to you to decide how many hours you are doing practicing, how long you are practicing. It depends on the time that you have. You can allocate your time, right? And anyway, if you practice this meditation until the death, you will be able to have 10 benefits out of 11 in this very life itself, and you will be having the 11th next time. You will die and reborn, will be born in the Brahma world and will not come back here, and you will be passing away there and have the supreme liberation. That is, we called the 11 benefits of loving kindness meditation. So it is a great chance if you can practice loving kindness meditation. So when you practice loving kindness meditation, little by little, your anger will be reduced, little by little. You will be having the benefits little by little. When you do loving kindness meditation today and tomorrow, you won't have benefits. But go practicing again and again, practice again and again, and The benefits will be with yourself by the passing of time. Keep the belief in yourself, practice practice very hard, and as you are a lay follower, you have taken refuge in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. You have faith in them, right? You have faith in the understanding of Supreme Buddha. So no worries, right? You accept these things. So what you have to do is you just go ahead practicing. Go ahead practicing, and then you will be having a chance, right? You will be having a chance to achieve these benefits. So I think I wanted to discuss about where you are. You are in a world where anger arises. So what we can do loving kindness meditation when we are living in a world which is full of anger, and then whatever happens in the world outside, we have to take care of our mind. We have to make controls in our mind. We have to control our mind. So if our mind is not in anger, so then whatever happens in the world, we don't mind, right? So just try to practice loving kindness meditation. It will be something great, right? And you will be definitely able to go to the Brahma world if you practice very correctly according to the Supreme Buddha, right? So try your best and practice yourself. Do loving kindness meditation every day, and then you will be having these 10 benefits in this life. Definitely when you are having 10 out of 11 this life, you don't need to be worried about the 11th, because if you are having 10 out of 11 this time, so definitely the 11th will be there. So no worries, go ahead practicing, and many troubles in your day-to-day life will be solved when you are practicing loving kindness meditation, right? So may all of you be able to have the supreme liberation, and may all you be able to practice loving kindness meditation, have these 11 benefits, right? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.